A fantastic national anthem to get us started here. Game number 4 of the 6-game set in Akron, Ohio. Reading is getting ready to play ball. They'll be wearing their throwback black R-Train uniforms for today's contest against the RubberDucks in their bright blue jersey tops, home white pants, and neon blue caps. Reading always lucky in those throwback uniforms, hoping that will bring them some good vibes today. And the contest is as it will be righty Adam Leverett on the mound versus the righty Xavier Curry, who's out throwing his warm-ups for the RubberDucks today. The RubberDucks up 2-1 on this series after taking the Fightin Phils yesterday 5-3. Reading tried to battle back in the middle of the game, but they just couldn't overcome the RubberDucks, although they stayed in the contest, another 2-run deficit. So we'll see how today plays out as Xavier Curry, the 5'11", 23-year-old native of Atlanta, Georgia, is getting his final warm-up tosses in. The 7th round draft pick back in 2019 was absolutely stellar for the Indians organization. Pitched in 3 different levels, 8-1 on the season, 2.30 ERA in 97 and 2/3 innings pitched. 19 games, all of them starts, actually ended up making one major start in the RubberDucks championship final where he out-battled top prospect Grayson Rodriguez in the Orioles system. So coming into this season with some huge confidence is Curry, but Reading's bats are starting to come alive here, and Madison Stokes is going to lead us off today. As he heads up to the plate, we'll be getting ready for the first pitch here of game number 4 in Akron, Ohio. Breezy and cloudy, not as bad as it was yesterday, although it's reading 67 degrees with 17-mile-an-hour winds, so we'll keep an eye on that and how it affects the contest. As Stokes steps into the righty batter's box, we get ready to rock and roll. Curry kicks, fires, comes home, and a swinging strike for the first pitch in at 7:09, so 4 minutes behind schedule here. Right now, the wind is going out to center, but as we saw the sun setting yesterday, shifted the direction of the wind. That's Dane Ponsack calling the balls and strikes behind home plate. Over at first is Gabe Alfonso, and over at third is Kevin Manzuk. Manzuk ejected hitting coach Tyler Henson yesterday for arguing balls and strikes as Madison Stokes goes down swinging for out number 1. So we will see if that impacts the game at all today. If the tensions are high, I imagine they are going to be, as today is day 1 of the pitch clock coming into effect. Logan O'Hoppe will be our second batter. We'll talk more about that in a second, but first let's go through the Fightin Phils starting lineup presented by Golden Oaks Landscaping. Obviously, Madison Stokes. Here's Logan O'Hoppe. Then Jalen Ortiz and Josh Akami back in the lineup after getting a day off yesterday. Wendell Rijo will bat in the 5 spot. Vito Friscia, Jonathan Guzman, Kevin Vicuña, and Hunter Marquardt rounds out the top 9. Defensively, the RubberDucks switching it up from yesterday as Jonathan Engelman gets the start in left, Julian Escobedo in center, and George Valera over in right. Left to right throughout the infield, Nova, Schneemann, Tania, and Prees. So much different infield than yesterday. Eric Rodriguez will stay put behind the plate as Bo Naylor gets the day off. 2 balls and a strike here to O'Hoppe as he stays in the righty batter's box about as close to the plate as he can get. Curry kicks, popped up. It's going to be foul. Is it going to be playable? Coming over is Prees, and he makes the catch as he steps on the warning track for out number 2. Here's Jalen Ortiz. Ortiz had 2 doubles in yesterday's contest. 5 hits on the season. Looking to continue the streak, but he'll take strike 1 in the dirt. So a couple of things going on with the pitch clock today as the umpires will be looking out for violations. It's 30 seconds between batters, 2:15 between innings, and then between pitches depends on if there's runners on base or not. As Curry comes home, Ortiz chases in the same spot, down 0-2. And the clock is started as soon as the call is made by the umpire. So as soon as he says strike, then they have 18 seconds to get it back as Ortiz checks his swing and he goes down swinging, and that'll be out number 3. The Fightin sit down in order. We'll take a short break and let Adam Leverett warm up and discuss more about the pitch clock situation here in AA in just a moment.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Adam Leverett getting his final warm-up pitches to Logan O'Hoppe, his battery mate tonight. In the outfield, Hunter Marquardt returns to left, Madison Stokes in center, and Jalen Ortiz over in right. Wendell Rijo and Jonathan Guzman remain on the left side of the infield, while Kevin Vicuña shifts back to second, and Josh Akami returns to first base today. This has pretty much been the go-to lineup for manager Sean Williams. A couple of changes here and there, give guys some off days. Reading lists only 2 outfielders on the roster, Marquardt and Ortiz, but of course, Stokes can play out there, Vicuña can play out there, even Colby Fitch, maybe even Rijo if they need him to. That is the one thing about the Phillies. They make sure their players are versatile. 2 balls, no strikes here as Leverett misses outside to Jose Tena, who's been the leadoff hitter all 3 games prior. George Valera returns to the lineup, Daniel Schneemann as well, and Will Brennan as a designated hitter will remain in that cleanup spot as Leverett gets a strike on the outside corner. Mike Capriz in that number 5 hole, Jonathan Engelman, Julian Escobedo, Victor Nova in spot number 8, and Eric Rodriguez rounding out that number 9. Leverett gets Tena to fly over to left field. Hunter Marquardt is there despite what the crowd is hoping, and that's good enough for out number 1. In his last start, Adam Leverett pitched on Saturday at America's Classic Ballpark through 64 pitches, faced 17 batters. Only got through 3 2/3 innings of work. No walks, he struck out 5 as Valera connects out to right center. It lands in the bullpen on 1 pitch. The Akron RubberDucks take a 1-0 lead. Now Valera is the Indians' #1 prospect, or the Guardians' #1 prospect. Got the day off yesterday, and coming in today hits his first home run of the season. So the Guardians take a quick 1-0 lead. Leverett allowed a home run in his last game to former teammate Rodolfo Duran. Here's Daniel Schneemann. Schneemann was playing in the game on Wednesday night as he rips one down the first baseline foul, was going for a bunt attempt and bunted it off of his finger. And I guess he was bleeding or something. The trainer, Jacob Ligon, came out and they took him out of the game and had to put someone in his place mid at bat. The 1-1 comes outside. Glove of the chest, the righty kicks and fires home. This time it's slow up the first base side, but it's still foul, so the count evens 2-2. Clouds in the sky here at Canal Park, so there's no sun anywhere on the field or the stands. And it's a little bit breezy. They do have the lights on, but they aren't really making any impact as of yet. Leverett misses outside. It's a full count. Not many people in the stands right now. They could come in after a long work week, a later start today, 7:05. Certainly more than the past few nights. And Leverett gets a big punch out to Schneemann, picking up his first K and the second out here in the first. Here's Will Brennan. Brennan having a heck of a first couple of games, batting .391 with 9 hits to lead the team. 5 RBIs. Takes the first offering out to center. Madison Stokes in front of the warning track makes the catch, and that will do it. But George Valera starts off the scoring for the RubberDucks with a home run to right. They take a 1-0 lead here as we head into the top of the second. Reading will have another opportunity to bat.
The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Xavion Curry back on the mound for the RubberDucks. He'll have a 1-0 lead to try to hold on to here in the top of the second. Josh Akami will lead off the Reading Fightin' Phils. Akami, as I said before, had the day off yesterday with a lefty starter in Logan Allen. But now he'll face righty Curry from the lefty box and take a first pitch ball. So 18 seconds for the batter to get in and the pitcher to come set. And the clock will stop as soon as they begin their motion to throw. So it used to have been the clock would stop when they came set on the rubber. But now they're giving them less time to stand there and come set, check the pitch from the catcher. It stops when they begin their motion. Curry stopping the clock with about 4 seconds here. 14 with no runners on, 18 with runners on. Akami really not getting out of the batter's box much here, trying to make sure he doesn't have any problems. And he takes ball 4, so he's going to get out of the box here and run down to first, and Reading will have a runner on to start us off. The pitch clock rules, I've heard they are hoping to get up to the majors by next season if it is effective in bringing down the game times, as Curry quickly goes over to Akami at first, but he slides back in time. Wendell Rijo steps into the righty batter's box. Right now, the best Fightin's hitter, as he shows signs of bunt but pulls back for ball 1. 6 hits, 6 RBIs. Actually on a 5-game hit streak as well. 2 singles, a double, a triple, and a home run. So talk about filling out the stat sheet. As Curry comes on the outside corner, there's a strike. So with Akami on first, Curry now has 18 seconds to get his motion started. And Rijo chases for strike 2. Akron took game number 1 of this series on Tuesday night, winning 5-4. Reading took Wednesday 3-1. Last night, Akron got the victory 5-3 as Rijo sends this one on the roof. His count remains 1-2 here. The RubberDucks currently lead 1-0. Still early, top of the second here. Akami shuffles off first base. Curry comes home in the dirt. Good stop by Rodriguez. We saw him there yesterday. He did allow a stolen base, but was very good behind the plate and very good right next to it as well. Had a single in the second. Rijo left side into the glove of Nova. Trying to turn 2, but it's misplayed by Preece. And they get the leadoff runner, and so I believe it'll just go in as a fielder's choice as Rijo safe as first. So 1 out on the board here, and Rijo just replacing Akami on first base for the designated hitter Vito Freesia. Freesia played first yesterday, walking twice. He'll be the DH today as he's talking to the home plate umpire. And I guess they're discussing the pitch clock rules here as he gets into the box. No violations called as of yet. Curry comes home. Freesia chases strike number 1. Radar gun not showing up on the video board here in Akron right now, so I do not have that information at my disposal. Curry almost looks back before he comes home, and the slide in by Rijo is good. The throw bounces off of the plate and into the outfield. Rijo turns around and he finally notices it in center, and he makes his way all the way over to third. And so that'll work as Reading gets a runner 90 feet from home, as the ball just took a weird hop off the bag and into center. Obviously, those new bases a little bit bigger than players are used to. They went from 15 inches to 18 inches. As Freesia takes a ball. 1-2 the count here. And the error is going to go on the catcher, Eric Rodriguez, but Rijo does get credit for the stolen base that got him to second. And of course, anything that gets by Rodriguez behind the plate, he'll have to hunt for. A pretty big backstop here, a wide warning track, and a lot of room behind home as Freesia makes this count full. Corner infielders in, middle infielders back. Just one out here, top of the second. Reading down by just one. And Freesia takes this out to center. It's going to be deep enough for Rijo to at least tag on the run at the warning track. Escobedo makes the catch. And Rijo jogs home as a sacrifice fly from Vito Freesia ties us up at 1. Hitting with runners in scoring position, a big deal here for the Fightin' Phils this season. It's great to get hits, but much more helpful to do it with runners on. As Jonathan Guzman takes the first pitch ball. Pretty much any time the ball hits the dirt, the umpire will offer a clean baseball to the catcher to throw back. That way the pitcher can get a better grip on it. And they do recycle those balls through. Just dusted off by the ball boys in the respective dugouts as Guzman takes strike number 1. Reading, of course, wearing their road grays yesterday and Wednesday. They started out the series on Tuesday with their home jerseys as Guzman takes this out to right center. It's going to bounce off the wall. He's going for 2. Sean Williams says, come to third. Here's the throw, and it gets past the third baseman. He thought about coming home. Oh, man, but he holds up. And Guzman, with the hustle, gets himself all the way to third base here. It's going to have to go in as a double, I think, and then advanced on somebody's error because that throw was way out in front of him. So the Fightins keep the line moving with 2 outs. Kevin Vicuña makes slow contact on the run, goes Nova over to first, and that'll do it. But Reading puts a run on the board thanks to the sac fly from Vito Freesia. We're tied up at 1 apiece. Adam Leverett on his way out to the mound for inning number 2.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Micah Prees fouls off the first pitch he sees from Adam Leverett. Leverett standing tall, glove at the chest, goes off speed as Prees checks his swing. The appeal to Manzuk. And there is strike number 2. Prees yesterday 1 for 3, also walked, but he's going to punch out on 3 pitches quickly here. And Leverett gets another strikeout, out number 1 here of the second, as Jonathan Engelman takes the bat. Leverett will pitch to the righty here and send him strike number 1. Now he misses for ball number 1. Leverett initially drafted in the 15th round back in 2019, so in his 3rd season of pro balls in the Phillies system, as Engelman sends this one into the stands. Last year, a very impressive year as he traveled all around the organization, even up to AAA Lehigh Valley, and was named an organizational all-star for the team because he had the lowest ERA among all Phillies minor league pitchers with a minimum of 85 innings pitched, which he had 85 1/3. How convenient is that? Line drive right into the glove of Kevin Vicuña, who takes a little hop at second. And there's a quick back-to-back out for Adam Leverett here. Here's Julian Escobedo. Leverett induces a pop-up. It's going to land on the roof for strike number 1. Checking around the system here, the Phillies playing the Miami Marlins. In today's contest, they're down 4-0 in the top of the 3rd. Zach Eflin on the mound. Simone Muzziotti getting the start in center field. Bryson Stott at second today, as Leverett misses for ball 2. Lehigh Valley playing a doubleheader. They took the first game against Worcester. Dalton Guthrie had a big 2-hit day. In game number 2, they are down 6-1 in the 2nd. Hans Kraus got lit up in the first inning. 2/3 of an inning pitched, 2 hits, 4 runs, all earned. As Escobedo fouls it back, 2-2 the count. Still lots of game left, although that'll only be 7 innings of the second game of a doubleheader. Jersey Shore just beginning their game against Brooklyn. And there is a big strike 3. Ohapi puts the tag on Escobedo as he swings and misses. Leverett racks up his 3rd K and sits him down in order here, sending his team right back up to bat. We're tied at 1 apiece coming into the 3rd here at Canal Park.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Hunter Marquardt getting his first at-bat of the game, shows signs of bunt, but he pulls back with ball number 1. A sacrifice fly from Vito Friscia in the second tied us up at 1 apiece. They ended up giving Jonathan Guzman a triple there, but he was stranded on third as Marquardt fouls a pitch back. Righty on lefty matchup here. Marquardt puts down the bump, but it rolls foul, and now he's going to be out of options as he looks towards the dugout. Hitting coach Tyler Henson there to give him the signs. Usually you don't see guys bunt with 2 strikes because if you foul it back, it's an out. Otherwise, you just keep trying until you laid it down. Marquardt lines this right into the glove of Schneemann at short. And there's out number 1 as we go back to the top of the order. Reading 1 run on 1 hit. Akron 1 run on 1 hit as well, but they have made an error in the field. And that turned out to be fatal because it allowed Wendell Reho to get to third, and then he was able to tag up on the deep fly ball from Friscia. So Madison Stokes, who struck out swinging his first time up, takes a first pitch strike. Stokes 1 for 5 yesterday. Takes a called strike. Outside, down 0-2. A big happy Jackie Robinson day to everybody out there. Got to hear some of the players talk today about how he impacted the game and their playing career, and just recognizing him as such an inspiration and how mentally tough of a person he must have been, not even just a baseball player. All the major league teams wearing 42 today. As Stokes strikes out swinging, there's out number 2 quickly here for Curry. Logan O'Hoppe is the wrong pick for the strikeout batter. If you ask me, they just announced that here in the stadium. O'Hoppe has struck out 1 time in the 22 at-bats that he has had. He'll take a first pitch strike there. If I was going to pick somebody on the team to be the strikeout batter, I certainly would not have chose him, I guess, unless you're trying to keep your beer sales down. Fouls a pitch back, down 0-2. Hope I didn't jinx him just there. He has 6 hits on the season. Very patient at the plate. And he sends another one foul, so we'll carry on. 2 outs here, top of the third. Not to jinx it or anything, but all of these games here have been under 3 hours. Yesterday we were creeping towards that mark. finished with a time of 2:58, but I think we kept moving for the most part, which is nice. Another foul to stay alive. So Curry has the ball back. Now he has 14 seconds to start his motion. Ohapi lines it into right field. It hangs up in the sky, and Valera is there to make the catch. So Curry sits them down in order, and Adam Leverett will be right back out here for another inning of work as we're tied at 1 in Canal Park.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klingers on Cressonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Leverett sat down the RubberDucks in order in the second as he racked up his second and third strikeout. He'll see the bottom of the lineup here in the bottom of the third, tied up at 1 run and 1 hit apiece. Here is Victor Nova, who is still looking for his first hit of the season in 10 at-bats. He struck out 4 times and walked once. Leverett comes home for a perfect strike. On this day in baseball town history, April 15th, 2003 at Reading, Brian Hitchcock hits a 2-run home run with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th to rally the R-Phils past Akron 5-4. So this time we verse Akron at First Energy Stadium as Nova ices 1 foul. Reading trailed 4-0 in the 6th and 4-1 going into the bottom of the 8th. And what's weird is that was the exact scenario against Somerset on Sunday. And they ended up rallying to beat the Patriots, and the team in 2003 rallied to beat, at that time, they were the Akron Arrows, before they rebranded to the Akron RubberDucks, due to the history of being the capital of rubber production. Interesting fact. Rubber capital of the world. And also noted as a symbolic family-friendly brand of entertainment offered here in Akron as Nova strikes out and Rodriguez heads up with 1 out on the board. So Leverett working quickly through these batters. Career high 8 strikeouts last season versus Somerset. In his first start this season, he had 5. Well, he's already up to 4 here in the third. having a much better start today, really looks settled in. Comes to the knees, strike number 1. In his last start, he went 3 2/3 on 64 pitches. Well, he's 3 1/3 now on just 33 pitches, about half. And hopefully that will allow him to get a little deeper into this game because we need the bullpen for game number 2 of the doubleheader tomorrow. So Josh Hendrickson slated to start game number 1. Sean Williams told me game 2 will be a bullpen game, as Rodriguez is way out in front of the changeup, and back-to-back Ks here by Leverett. He's now struck out 3 straight, and Akron will go back to the top of the order with Jose Tena. So I'm interested to see who's going to start the bullpen game. Julian Garcia and Eric Miller have had experience starting. They're both really bullpen guys now, so I think whoever gets the start probably won't be in there for more than 2 to 3 innings. Probably about 2. As Tena chases back-to-back pitches. And the Fightin' Phils activated Nick Lackney, the reliever, off the developmental list, or reinstated, him off the developmental list. That's the official terminology. Ground ball into the glove of Guzman. Over to first, and another 1-2-3 frame for Adam Leverett as he puts his team right back up to bat, tied at 1 to the top of the 4th. We go here at Canal Park.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Because of the doubleheader in tomorrow's day, we will have off on Easter Sunday. And, of course, off on the Universal Monday, which is pretty much the only time throughout the season that the Fightins will have back-to-back off days, Sunday, Monday, until the end of July, when they have off July 18th through the 21st for the All-Star break and the Futures game. No All-Star game in minor league baseball this year, but we will break for the Major League time and the Futures game for any prospects that are playing there. But up until then, it is just the Mondays off after this Sunday, as Jalen Ortiz takes a ball and a strike to start off his at-bat. Xavion Curry in with 44 pitches here in the top of the 4th. Both teams 1 run on 1 hit as the sun begins to set here in Akron, Ohio. Ortiz liking that down and away pitch today, but just hasn't made contact. And he gets Ortiz to chase some high heat. And there's out number 1 here in the 4th. Josh Akami heading up to the dish. He walked in his last at-bat. Alchemy will see Curry from the left side. Pitch below the knees here for ball number 1. Curry has a pretty high velocity fastball, but also working with a changeup as he comes up high, ball number 2. His big thing, though, is really command with his breaking balls and with his other off-speed pitches. As Alchemy pops this one foul. And that's what he believes has made him so successful, is the ability to put the ball exactly where he wants to over high velocity. And that has given him some really good strikeout numbers as well, especially for how young he is, as Alchemy takes strike 2, evening up the count. Curry, of course, the number 23 prospect for the Guardians. And there's a called strike 3 as Alchemy is caught looking, turns around to talk to Ponsack behind the plate, but he'll have to head back to the dugout as Curry picks up back-to-back Ks, those strikeout numbers I was talking about. His 5th of the game. And here's Wendell Rijo with 2 outs. Curry pitched at Georgia Tech back in his college days, was actually the MVP in 2016 at the College World Series. This is really only his 2nd full season of professional ball, as the 0-1 comes in a called strike after the COVID year, and he had some shoulder inflammation troubles. Rijo pops it up. Charging in is Escobedo, but it's going to be Schneemann who makes the catch over the shoulder out in shallow center field. And the Fightins go down as well in order. So this has really turned into a pitcher duel here between Curry and Leverett. But it's Leverett we'll see next here for the bottom of the 4th in just a moment, tied at 1.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
George Valera here on the first pitch. Sends it back to the mound, played by Vicuña, but he's not able to do anything with it. And so safe at first is going to be Valera. Tough play for everybody there. It was just hit too slowly, and Leverett came over, Vicuña came in, Akami had to hold up at first, but now there is a runner on and nobody out. Time for the traditional double play. Leverett looks down and up. Now he comes home here to Daniel Schneemann for ball number 1. Schneemann struck out looking in the first. Leverett's going to go over. Diving back is Valera. Doesn't have a stolen base under his belt this season. Now the starter comes home out to right. Ortiz stands in the exact spot, lifts his glove up like that scene from The Sandlot, and the ball falls right into it for out number 1. Here's Will Brennan. Valera still out on first. Talking about earlier, Simone Muzziotti getting that start in center. Well, the Phillies just tweeted out an incredible play he made at the wall. Put it on our Twitter if you have a chance to go look at it. It's pretty awesome. Ground ball right side. It gets past the diving Vicuña. Stokes picks it up quickly and throws it in. Runners on the corners here with just one away. This is the first tricky spot that Leverett's been in all day. And we'll see how the youngster battles here. Just 23 years old. And dealing here in Double-A as Micah Prees heads up to bat. One out on the board here. Bottom of the 4th inning. We're tied up at 1. Akron threatening. Leverett coming set on the rubber. Kicks, fires. Prees tried to hold up. He couldn't. He makes contact. It rolls foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Leverett's going to go over to first. He doesn't want to lose that double play opportunity that he has right now. Prees has stolen a base in the series. And O'Hoppy's going to have to be careful if he throws down to second with an antsy runner on third. This is out to center. Stokes tracking back. I think it's going to be deep enough for the runner to tag. And he does, so the RubberDucks take the 2-1 lead on a sacrifice fly by Prees. But it's out number 2. Interesting, 2 of the 3 runs scored today have been on sacrifice flies, which leads back to the importance of hitting with runners in scoring position. As Jonathan Engelman comes up. Runner on first now, 2 outs. Leverett goes back to first. Now he comes home and gets Engelman to foul back. Brennan shuffles off the bag. Leverett gets the sign from Ohapi. Now he'll come home in the dirt, ball number 1. Phillies still trail by 4. They're through 4 innings out in Miami. Lehigh Valley took game 1 of their doubleheader, but they're falling to Worcester in the second game. And Jersey Shore leads 1-0 versus the Brooklyn Cyclones as Engelman smokes this one up the third baseline foul. Nick Matera had an RBI single for the Blue Claws. So 2 strikes on the board here to Engelman. Leverett close to getting out of this frame. 1 run has already scored for the RubberDucks. And just trying to really limit it to that. Bounces off the shin guard of Ohapi. And to the backstop, Brennan takes second easily. And suddenly there's a runner in scoring position, albeit 2 outs. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Leverett comes home. Foul ball will do it again. Fightin's starter up to 50 pitches with that foul ball. Still rolling through these batters as he sends Engelman to his knees on a back foot slider, picking up strikeout number 6 here. And that'll do it in the 4th, but a sacrifice fly from Micah Prees breaks this tie, and the RubberDucks lead 2-0. Reading up to bat in just a minute for the top of the 5th.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Vito Freesia going to start us off here for the top of the 5th at Canal Park. Akron leads 2-1. Xavion Curry in with 56 pitches here. Doesn't look like anybody's up and moving in either bullpen right now on the first offering. Curry nails Freesia in the left arm. Freesia seems okay as he throws off his Eagle Shield elbow guard and jogs down to first. So Reading will start off with the tying run on first here for Jonathan Guzman. Shows signs of bunt but pulls back on a pitch above the letters. Again, shows signs of bunt. This one's almost hits his chest. And he pulls back for ball number 2. The third baseman, Nova, playing in with the righty batter Guzman, who had a triple back in the second. There's a strike on the outside corner. Turned out to be a really nice night here at the ballpark. The wind blowing gently out to center field. The bunt is laid down, but it rolls foul for strike 2. And as we were talking about earlier with Marquardt, probably won't try for the bunt here with 2 strikes. But anything's possible, so we'll have to wait and see. We know Guzman, capable of hitting it sharply, already has had a home run this season. Curry sets up, comes home, pitch in the dirt. And here's a full count. Freesia dives back into first as Curry checks up on him. Reading scored in the second off of Vito Freesia's sacrifice fly to tie it up at 1. Guzman sends this into shallow left. Engelman jogging in. He'll make the catch, and Freesia forced to stay at first. There's 1. Here's Kevin Vicuña. Vicuña had his first hit in yesterday's contest that scored a run. He was pretty excited about that. Base knock coming at a very helpful time, and if you keep putting the ball in play, good things are going to happen as he drops this one in right center field. It's tracking all the way to the wall. Vito Freesia is hustling. The center fielder and the right fielder are having trouble picking it up. Here's the play at the plate, and Freesia steps in just in time. No slide there as he puts his left foot on the bag. Kevin Vicuña gets all the way to third, and once again, Reading has tied it up here in the top of the 5th. Huge hustle out of Freesia to come all the way around, and as well with Vicuña to get himself 90 feet away from home plate. With just 1 out on the board, here's Hunter Marquardt. Marquardt fouls back the first pitch he sees. 2 triples in this game already. I feel like it's rare to even see 1 triple. But Reading's got some speedsters this season as Marquardt fouls back pitch number 2. Infield comes in. They want to protect home plate here as Curry deals inside to Marquardt. Vicuña will slip through if anything, should get by Rodriguez. Curry slowing down here. Got a second to begin his motion. Comes home. Marquardt gets it in the gap on the right side of the infield because they were playing in. Nobody had enough time to move over, and Hunter Marquardt picks up a big RBI single to score Vicuña, and Reading leads for the first time tonight 3-2. The first pitch to Stokes, down low. Rodriguez quickly pops up and turns his body towards Marquardt. And then Curry checks on him with a pickoff attempt. Marquardt going. Stokes ropes this one up the third base line. Marquardt being rounded and coming home as this ball gets all the way to the left field corner. And a big RBI double for Madison Stokes as the line keeps on moving. Reading leads 4-2 here. And this has been a very eventful fifth inning. They're moving so fast I can't even tweet about it. And now we are going to see a visit from the pitching coach. Owen Dew listed on the roster, but I'm told he's at a wedding this weekend. So it'll be Steven Osterer, the director of pitching development for the Guardians, that comes in today to serve as the pitching coach. First baseman comes over to be in on the talk. And it will be Logan O'Hoppe who comes up here with a runner on second and just one out on the board. Everyone's looking out to left. I'm not exactly sure what's going on out there. And Jacob Ligon is going to come out of the dugout. The left fielder, Engelman, is waving them off, but he's going to jog out anyways. He's saying he's okay. They're waving him off, but they're going to come out and check just to be sure. Must have happened as he tracked it all the way to the wall, something I couldn't see from this angle. And Rugi Odor out there as well. I don't know if they're talking about, maybe they're not, he's talking about where the ball got to. Oh, you know what, he's holding his left shoulder. Curry keeps throwing here. Nobody warming up for Akron, so they're going to stick with Curry here. He's given up 4 runs on 4 hits as Reading takes the lead for the first time tonight. And finally, the trainer's coming back, and Logan O'Hoppe is coming up. Stokes takes a lead off of second with just 1 out. O'Hoppe gets in the batter's box. 0 for 2 today. This would be a very clutch time for a hit. So top of the 5th, Reading has already scored 3 runs in this inning as they lead 4-2 over the RubberDucks. 1-1 to O'Hoppe, sent sky high. It's going to end up in the stands. Stokes definitely has the speed out on second. As he's jumping around out there, the pitch comes home in the dirt. O'Hoppe holds off, and it evens 2 apiece. So just to recap here, Vito Fresia was hit by a pitch to start off this inning. A triple by Kevin Vicuña brought him home. Then Marquardt followed with an RBI single, and Madison Stokes with an RBI double. He's going to third, and Ohapi pops this one foul into the stands, and so he'll have to go back. Just one out on the board here. Stokes at second. Logan Ohapi awaiting the pitch from Curry. Upstairs, he checks his swing. He does not go around, says Gabe Alfonso, who's standing by second base. The crowd obviously not happy with the call. The home team was looking for strike 3 there. Instead, it's a full count. And he's violated the pitch clock here unless somebody called time. And they're saying, it's okay, let's just keep rolling. Must have got the time, and Stokes going. Ohapi out to center, and Stokes is going to have to hustle back to not be tied up as it's a fly ball out to Escobedo, and he gets back in time, so it's just out number 2. And here is Jalen Ortiz. Ortiz gets the sign from manager Sean Williams here. 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Reading has certainly made their mark. Curry looks back. Ortiz sends this one into the stands right by the team's store. Akron started the scoring in the bottom of the 1st. Reading followed with one of their own in the 2nd. Then Akron took the lead in the bottom of the 4th, and Reading said no way. And so they've put 3 on so far here in the 5th. Strike number 2 from Ortiz. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of Ks today. And certainly hoping to avoid that here with a runner in scoring position. Upstairs, Rodriguez pops up to snag it out of the air. Infield, outfield, back deep here to Ortiz. The wind slightly blowing out of the park in center field. Curry comes home and Ortiz takes it deep to left. An absolute no-doubter from Jalen Ortiz. Nobody even flinched. They knew it was gone. As he rounds third and comes home, Reading puts runs number 5 and 6 on the board. Ortiz's 2nd home run of the season as he points to the sky, touching the plate. What a bomb from Jalen Ortiz. And that'll probably be it here from Xavion Curry, as the acting manager, Juan de la Cruz, comes in and takes the ball away from the starter. So we'll take a quick break here. Still stuck in the top of the 5th, and that's a good thing for us Fightin' Phils, as they've knocked out the starter. And we'll await who comes in here to continue this frame. Reading already putting up 5 runs.
The Seidel
Like
Auto
Star
Group
Tours
Deck
and
Picnic
Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee
award-winning high-end golf club
You will
that
attend
offers
2 Phillies
golfers
game
a
versus
country
the
club
Pirates on
experience
Friday
without
and
country club
Saturday,
prices.
before
With
traveling
5
home
sets of
Sunday
tees,
with a
golfers
stop at
of
the
every
Flight
skill level
93
will enjoy
National
their game.
Memorial.
Golden
Visit
Oaks
the
has
customer
Bogey's
service
Pub, a
booth for
beautiful
more
pro shop,
info on the White
driving
Star
range and learning
R-Phil's
center
fan
that
road
will
trip
make
to
any
Erie
visit
and
complete.
Pittsburgh.
Golden
Space
Oaks
is
Golf Club
very
is the
limited.
perfect
Sign
venue for
up today.
private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Here's Nick Gallagher as the Fightins knock out the starter Xavion Curry. 2 outs here, top of the 5th. Redding's already put 5 runs on the board. Josh Akami will head to the plate to face Nick Gallagher, who comes in for relief. We've seen the righty once so far this series. On Tuesday, he pitched an inning and 2/3, gave up 1 hit, and struck out 2 on 19 pitches. As Akami takes a first pitch strike. Gallagher has an interesting slot. It comes at about a 45-degree angle when his arm goes around the horn. And Akami goes up the middle, a couple bounces fielded by Schneemann behind the bag and onto first, and that will do it, but not before Redding has a huge inning, 5 runs on 4 hits. And they give Adam Leverett some wiggle room. They lead 6-2 here, bottom of the 5th coming up in just a minute at Canal Park.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Well, Adam Leverett will come out here for the bottom of the 5th after waiting, honestly, maybe 30 minutes or so to come back out here. Reading putting 5 runs on the board on 4 hits. They lead 6-2 here in the bottom of the 5th, so he'll have some breathing room as he sees Julian Escobedo. Just his 2nd time up tonight. He struck out the first time at the hands of Leverett. So much to write home about in that inning, not just the fact that Reading was able to put some runs on the board, but you got to talk about the extra hustle. You got to talk about the hitting with runners in scoring position here, turning doubles into triples, singles into doubles. Leverett calls time and steps off. You can disengage twice per at bat here under these new pitch clock rules, so that is one. If you gets a pop-up into the stands. And that's good enough for strike two. This time Escobedo gets it with the end of his bat into the party deck area down the left field line, but the count will stay 1-2 here. Akron announces the attendance 1,925. Only 200 more than yesterday, I'll be honest, though. It feels like there's a lot more people here. I don't know if it's just a nicer night, so everybody's sitting out right in front of me. Here's the 2-2 from Leverett. Inside, ball 3. With the lefty bat, you can see Guzman inching back behind second base. He can't cross that plane as Leverett misses for ball 4. He skips off the mound and kind of smacks his glove there, a little frustrated with himself as he doesn't get the pitch that he's looking for. So Escobedo will be down on first with the first free pass given out by Leverett today. And here is Victor Nova. Leverett facing the 7, 8, and 9 hitters here in the bottom of the 5th. Ground ball right side, 4, 6, 3, and Reading picks up that traditional double play that they have been looking for. And that erases the runners on the base paths here, puts 2 outs on the board. And here's the number 9 hitter, Victor Nova. Pop up, it's going to stay in the infield. Akami being called off by Vicuña. He'll make the catch, and that will do it. So Leverett faces the minimum here in the bottom of the 5th. Reading still leads 6-2, and they'll be up to bat in just a moment here in the 6th. Reading right back up to bat here in the top of the 6th. They lead 6 runs on 5 hits to the RubberDucks, 2 runs on 3 hits here. Wendell Rijo to lead us off. Nick Gallagher still on the mound. Rijo puts down a nice bunt. Gallagher fielded bare hands, throw way over the head of the first baseman. And Rijo is safe at first. We'll have to see how they end up scoring that. But either way, Reading is going to be starting this with a runner on. And nobody out. And that'll go in as a hit for Rijo, as it was a tough play to make by the pitcher. Rijo shuffling off the bag. He was the only one not to come up to bat in the 5th. He goes. And no throw by the catcher, Rodriguez, so he's safe at second here. Vito Friscia taking back-to-back balls. And Reading on somewhat of a roll here. Very fun to see as they came into this contest with the 5th worst batting average in the minor league system, 173. Akron not too far behind them with a 191 average, but Reading turning that around throughout this contest, already putting 6 runs on, and we're only about halfway through. Rijo, a stolen base, and both times he's been out there. Looking back is Gallagher. Now he comes home. And there's a strike to Friscia, who was going to take on a 3-1 count no matter what. I think the Phillies are trying to be more aggressive this year with the base running, especially if you look at the younger guys in Jersey Shore. They are all over it, as Friscia fouls back strike 2. But I think with even these pitch clock rules, it's going to make the opportunities a little bit easier to take here for the base runners. And I think Philadelphia is going to take advantage of that as much as they can, as Friscia sees ball 4. He'll head down to first with nobody out. Here's Jonathan Guzman. Guzman had the triple back in the 2nd inning. Shows signs of bunt. The pitch goes wild. Patch the cat to Rodriguez, and both runners advance. Think that might take the bunt out of play here, as Guzman gets the signs from his manager, Sean Williams, over at 3rd. We'll see what happens as the infield takes a couple steps in, but I imagine he's back to a full swing right now. Reading leading 6-2 here, top of the 6th. Guzman comes on the left side. It bounces off the 3rd base. And Rijo is trying to make himself as small as possible over there, keep his foot on the bag. He doesn't have to go until he chooses not to. Nobody can make a play, and Guzman is safe at first. That's the 2nd time we've seen the ball take a weird hop off the bag today. I don't know if it's just a weird coincidence or it's because the bags are 2 inches bigger than they were last season. And so Reading has the bases juice with nobody out here for Kevin Vicuña. Takes the ball above the letters. Reading having somebody warm up now. Vicuña takes ball 2 inside. There's nowhere to put him, as Rijo's on 3rd, Friscia's on 2nd, and Guzman is on 1st. Gallagher sets up, glove at the waist. Kicks and fires, and there's strike number 1. Acuna chases for strike 2. And Gallagher misses upstairs. The count is full. No place to put him here. This will be a big at-bat for Reading and for Akron here. Come set, runners advance. The pitch, fouled back, will go again. Hunter Marquardt on deck for the Fightin' Phils. There's nobody out here. And he takes inside, and Akron will walk a runner in as Acuna holds off on ball number 4. He jogs down to first, and everybody advances as Wendell Rijo crosses the plate. Frisha shifts to third, and Guzman to second. And here's Hunter Marquardt from the left side. Beautiful Friday night lights here at Canal Park. What a nice night for a baseball game. So blessed to have baseball back in action. Fouled back by Marquardt. Down 0-2. Gallagher still has the bases loaded, still has nobody out. Marquardt stays alive with the foul ball back. He's already had a single with an RBI. And Reading trying to add some insurance runs on their 6-2 lead. Here's the pitch. Marquardt strikes out swinging for out number 1 here. Back to the top of the order goes Reading. Madison Stokes wearing number 39 today. Steps in the righty batter's box. Akron has another pitcher warming here. Stokes takes ball 1. That's Frisha on third, Guzman on second, Acuna on first. Gallagher, glove at the waist, comes home to Stokes. He takes, but it's strike 1. Of course, still nowhere to put anybody for the RubberDucks here as they are in a big of a jam as we've seen this entire series. Reading putting 7 runs on the board so far this game. That is their highest count so far this season. Stokes pops this one foul on the roof, and the count evens 2-2. Here's the pitch. Stokes, pop up. It should be playable. Coming over is the third baseman to make the catch. Nova over the shoulder. Very tricky play, and there's out number 2. Nobody advances. They don't have to with the infield fly. And here is Logan O'Hoppe. Bases still loaded, 2 outs now as Ohapi takes a pitch above the letters. Looking to keep the line moving here in the top of the 6th. Reading has plated 7 runs on 7 hits. Akron 2 runs on 3 hits. Gallagher comes home. Inside, there's ball 2. Vicuña walked in a run so far. Obviously, no place to put Logan Ohapi here, as Gallagher behind in the count 2-0. Not really keeping an eye on any of the runners, just focused on the batter. And the count moves to 3-0, so Ohapi's going to be taking this pitch no matter what. And he takes it to strike. (3-1). Ground ball left side. It gets past the third baseman. It goes flying off the wall. 1 run will score. And holding up is Vicuña. A 2-run double for Logan Ohapi, and Reading leads 9-2. Great piece of hitting by Ohapi there. Nova made the dive, and then it came off of the wall down the third baseline very awkwardly. And there was a chase to get it in left field, and I think that'll do it for Gallagher here. Another inning where Reading knocks out the pitcher. And we will take a short break to see who comes in and tries to finish the job.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Well, Kevin Coulter will come in here and try to get the RubberDucks out of the top of the 6th. Reading has already scored 3. They've got Vicuña on 3rd, and Ohapi after that 2-run scoring double out on 2nd. Here's Jalen Ortiz with 2 outs. Ortiz had that moonshot back in the 5th. And what a few innings this has been for the Fightin' Phils. Kevin Coulter, the righty, comes home to Ortiz. He checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. Ball 1. We saw Coulter finish the game on Wednesday night, pitched 1 inning of work, struck out 1 on 14 pitches. He did not see Ortiz in that frame. Ortiz takes inside, but it's strike 1. Sun has set fully here at Canal Park. Baseball under the big stadium lights. Friday night lights here. Can't wait till we get back to Reading with a hometown crowd as Ortiz pokes this one the opposite way. And it's gone. Jalen Ortiz with back-to-back home runs. Another moonshot for the power hitter. And Reading leads 12-2. The last time a player hit 2 home runs in a game was Matt Kroon versus the Bowie Bay Sox back in August of 2021. Love to be able to check the game notes on that. And here is Josh Akami as Reading bats through the order for the first time this season. And those runs will go back to Gallagher, although they came off the arm of Coulter. So Ortiz gets the job done on 2 separate pitchers. And Akami takes a quick strike. Reading leads 12 runs on 9 hits. Akron 2 runs on 3 hits. And here's the pitch from Coulter inside. And that's a punch out, says home plate umpire Dane Ponsack. And so Akami will have to turn back to the dugout with strike number 3. Reading, though, plates another 4 runs here on 4 hits. And they lead, 6 runs on 4 hits, and they lead 12-2. As we head into the bottom of the 6th inning, we'll see who comes out of the bullpen, because I can see somebody jogging down there to take over the bottom of the 6th at Canal Park.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Matt Seelinger gets the call out of the bullpen here as Adam Leverett's day has done. What a start for the Fightin's right-hander. 5 innings of work, just 3 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and 6 total strikeouts on 61 pitches. So we'll hand the ball over to Seelinger here with a 10-run lead to protect. Bottom of the 6th inning, he'll see the top of the order here with Jose Tena. Tena takes back-to-back balls. Seelinger misses outside there, and Tana ahead in the count, 3-0. He's been 0 for 2 in today's contest. And there's strike number 1 at the knees. The last time we saw Seelinger, he threw an inning of clean work, striking out the side against the RubberDucks a couple days ago. Very excited by that outing as he sends ball number 4 outside and sends Tana down to first on a free pass. Here is George Valera now. He's having a day for the RubberDucks, a home run and a base hit in the 4th. Swing and a miss, back-to-back strikes by the reliever. And Reading just trying to work quickly and come out with a big W to even up the series to apiece. After getting a big win on Wednesday, Akron taking Tuesday and Thursday's contest. Seelinger tries to get him to chase downstairs, but no dice. Busy day for the Reading Bats. Fly ball into right. It pops out of the glove of Ortiz. Can they get him at second? A good stop by Guzman. And suddenly Akron has 2 on, nobody out. Now Reading has a pretty big cushion here with a 10-run lead. But of course you don't want to get too comfortable here as Daniel Schneemann heads up. First pitch strike by Seelinger. This is his 3rd outing of the season with the Fightin Phils. He's been in a couple of organizations so far, originally selected by the Pittsburgh Pirates, then over to San Francisco, where he was a closer with Richmond last year, so he knows this park well. Ground ball left side. It takes a while for the ball to get to Rijo. Bullets it over to first, but it's just not in time, and the RubberDucks have the bases loaded here on an unfortunate series of events. Tana on third, Valera on second, Schneemann on first. But when you give yourself a big enough lead like this, if some miscues happen like this inning, letting one run across the plate, getting a double play ball here isn't the end of the world. Sharply hit foul ball into Akron's dugout is strike 1. Seelinger, we know, can get the strikeout, so this could be a big at-bat for him here. Infield backing up here. They're willing to concede the run at the plate to get multiple outs if possible. The crowd's still very invested in this game. You have to give them credit here. Seelinger sets up, glove at the chest, comes home outside to Ohapi. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Just a slight breeze blowing out to center field. Still a really nice night at the ballpark. Tomorrow, of course, a doubleheader beginning at 3:30. I hope you will join me on the air for some Saturday fun. And, of course, Sunday, Monday, the off days as Seelinger picks up a big strike number 2. Leans over, gets the sign from Ohapi. Stands tall. Here's the pitch. Pop up. Coming over, Stokes. We'll see if Akron tags, and they're going to. And that'll have a run score on a sacrifice fly. Akron trails 12-3. There's a big out pickup for Seelinger. As Tana comes across the plate, here is Micah Prees. Fly ball into the sweet section. You can kind of hear it bounce off the window. And there's strike 1 to Prees. Runners take a couple steps off their respective bases. And Seelinger picks up a huge strike 3 for out number 2. There's the radar gun as it comes in 92 miles an hour, back-to-back outs by the reliever. Jonathan Engelman, who's 0 for 2 today, steps up. Logan Ohapi giving the signs to his team here with 2 outs on the board, 2 runners on. Another foul ball back, good enough for strike number 2 here. Checking around the system, Philadelphia trails 7-0 to the Marlins. They are in the top of the 7th. Bryson Stott just walked down to first base. Lehigh Valley trails 7-3. They're in the final inning of their second game of the doubleheader. A softly hit ground ball to Rijo. He's going to make the easy play by stepping on third, and that will do it here in the top of the the bottom of the 6th. As we head into the top of the 7th, Reading leads 12-3.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an R. Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
This has been a really fun game so far as we head into the top of the 7th. Reading leads 12-3 as Wendell Rijo heads onto the field. There's an extra baseball in the stands right now as they throw it into the bullpen area. The old 2-ball trick as Akron will go with Kevin Coulter here for the top of the 7th after he came in for relief. Rijo fouls back the first pitch he sees. Coulter did give up that 2-run home run to Jalen Ortiz, the second one that he hit in today's contest. Rijo takes down and away. He's continued his hit streak to 6 games. He had a single back in the 6th. Stole 2 bags today. And Reading is really getting everything to come together. Rijo takes this deep to center. At the wall is Escobedo. And that was a long out number 1. Rijo led off the 6th. He led off the 7 as well as Reading went through the order. So here's Vito Friscia, who has come up in 3 consecutive frames. Takes a first pitch strike. And there's strike number 2. Friscia was called out on strikes yesterday, and that prompted some emotion from hitting coach Tyler Henson as the pitch was well beneath the strike zone, and a couple batters earlier, Conley took one well above the letters for strike 3, and Henson had just about enough of that, so he went to bat figuratively for his players and got ejected. Reading's first ejection of the season as Coulter comes in above the head of Friscia, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Friscia was down 0-2. He's worked his way back into this count. It's full here. And now he'll take ball 4. Friscia has been on 3 times today, 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Get on any way you can, as Reading will have a base runner here with 1 out for Jonathan Guzman. Coulter turns around, and looks at Freesia on first. Now he comes set. Guzman pops this up above my head for strike number 1. Reading 12 runs on 9 hits. They've made 1 error in the field. So has Akron. They trail 3 runs on 4 hits. One out here in the top of the 7th. Here's the 2-1 to Guzman. Popped off the end of his bat. Into the stands for strike 2. Same spot with the foul ball. This time it goes out of the park. And we'll do it all over again. Now he puts it in play. It's deep out to right. Coming over on the run is Valera. And he jumps up and makes a top 10 catch out in right field at the wall, robbing Guzman of a hit. And there's out number 2 as Vito Freesia has to stay at first. Looking forward to getting back to home territory next week at America's Classic Ballpark. There'll be a couple of awesome fireworks nights, and of course, there's going to be a couple of unused ticket games, which means that any unused ticket that you have from any season in any situation is eligible to use. As Vicuña quietly grounds out to the shortstop, they make the play at second, and that'll do it. Reading leads 12-3 going into the bottom of the 7th. As Sealander comes out for another inning of work, we'll have stretch time here at Canal Park.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's Classic Ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at First Energy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries. But only Lidl has really low prices. Like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Matt Sealander out for another inning of work here. Reading has their 12-3 lead in the bottom of the 7th. Julian Escobedo will lead things off. Steps into the lefty batter's box and chases strike one. Akron has somebody warming up in their bullpen for the 8th here, as Sealinger gets a blooper out of Escobedo. Rijo backtracks just a step into the grass and left and makes the catch. Here is Victor Nova. 0 for 2 today, a strikeout and grounded into a double play. There's strike number 1 to Nova. And there is a quick strike number 2. Try to track Reading's wins and losses in the plentiful amount of jerseys that they wear on the field as Nova takes the ball. So they've got the home pinstripe jerseys. They've got these black R-Train throwback jerseys. They've got the Los Luchadores de Reading that they'll wear on the Fiesta Fridays coming up. The hot dogs that they wear on the Sunday. Here's the 1-2 by Sealinder. He checks his swing, no. 2-2. They've got the road gray, which we saw them wear the past 2 days. They've got the Navy BP uniforms that I've seen them wear once or twice throughout the season. And then they've got a handful of specialty jerseys. So that's its own category, like Harry Potter Night, Stranger Night, Military Appreciation, Cancer Awareness, those nights. As Nova stays alive, fouling it back. So if you put that in a category of its own, there's 7 different jersey options for Reading. Right now they have 2 wins. 1 in the hot dogs and 1 in the road grays. So I'll be interested to see how that count changes out through the entire season. It's a absolutely meaningless statistic, but I think it's very interesting. I do know that the players really like the black jerseys that don't have any buttons down the front. I've heard they sit really well. As Nova is called out on strikes, caught looking on the outside corner. Sealinger picks up out number 2 here in the 7th. And here is the number 9 hitter in Eric Rodriguez. Ground ball left side, backhanded by Rijo. He fires across the diamond, a perfect throw to Akami. And that'll end the 7th as the RubberDucks are sat down in order. On to the 8th we go, Reading up 12-3.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil's season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at First Energy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dogs gear, plus throwback black R-Train R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Akron makes a pitching change as Kevin Kelly steps in for Kevin Coulter here. And Hunter Marquardt is going to lead us off in this frame. Manager Sean Williams was talking to the home plate umpire for quite a bit before jogging down to his spot in the third base coach's area. No clue what that was about. Didn't seem aggressive or anything, that just were having a conversation. Marquardt fouls back the first pitch he sees and then takes a quick strike two. Kelly misses outside. 1-2. We saw Kelly close out the game on Tuesday night, pitched one inning of work, gave up one hit and an unearned run. Walked a batter, struck out a batter on 25 pitches as he misses outside to Marquardt, 2-2. Kelly, a product of James Madison University, spent all of last season in High A, working through Double A this summer. Marquardt has worked his way back from 0-2 to full count. This is foul coming over Engelman, but he runs out of room. And we'll do it all over again. Marquardt sends this ball sky high. The shortstop calling everybody off and makes the catch. There's one for the Fightins as they go back to the top of the order. Madison Stokes. Now Kelly in college was half of the time a starter, but when he transitioned into his Cleveland days, they kind of transitioned him to the bullpen, working through the back end of the ball game, and there he's pretty much stayed. All of his appearances last year came out of the bullpen. Stokes sends this out to left field. Coming over and making the play is Engelman. And 2 balls in the air, 2 outs here, the top of the 8th. Here is Logan O'Hoppe. 1 for 4 today. Still talking about him as the strikeout batter. Well, he hasn't done so today. So that means 1 strikeout in 26 at-bats. Wonder if that was an opening day, too. Go back and find when that was. Two balls, 1 strike here. Two outs in the top of the 8th. It's looking like we'll have to play the bottom of the 9th since the RubberDucks are currently down by 9. O'Hoppe takes a pitch that brings him to his knees, 2-2. Hits it up the middle, ranging over is Tana. Throws it in the dirt, but a good pick by Prees is enough to get the job done, and that will do it here in the 8th as Reading goes down in order. To the bottom half we go. I believe we'll see a pitching change here at the ballpark, but we'll wait just a moment to find out.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they have been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phil season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Reading will call in Nick Lackney here to take on the bottom of the 8th. Lackney activated from the developmental list today. He's been with Reading since opening day, so he's still training, working out, throwing bullpens. And now he's on the active roster, eligible to pitch, so we'll see the lefty reliever for the first time this season. And he gets Tana on an off-speed pitch for strike 1. And there's a called strike 2. Lackney drafted in the 18th round back in 2019. Got some time in Double-A Reading last year. So has experienced Double-A a little bit as he gets Tanya to drag this one foul. Went to college in Minnesota. So I guess playing in cold weather like this is nothing. Sharply hit ground ball past Josh Akami and into right. And Tano will start things off with a base hit here in the bottom of the 8th. Lackney finished with a 2.96 ERA last year in 51 2/3 innings, which was pretty impressive because he had appearances from Clearwater to Jersey Shore to Reading and to Lehigh Valley, which is a lot of life on the run. Just his 3rd season of professional baseball here. As he sends strike number 1 to George Valera. Out to center field, Madison Stokes is there to make the grab. Crowd wanted that to be a home run, but just hung up in the sky. And it's just a long out, number 1. Lackney's still rocking a mustache, though it's not as full as it was last season, if you remember his Fightin's headshot. Really grew that thing in. Phillies have no facial hair policy, so I remember when we saw Rodolfo Duran, very interesting when he was playing with the Yankees, not to see him with a full beard, as the Yankees do not allow facial hair of any kind. Lackney gets another ground ball right side. This time it's foul, and Schneemann keeps his 0-2 count. Sets up, glove at the chest, the lefty can look over at the runner on first. The back of the glove goes Vicuña over to Guzman, and they try to turn 2. They'll get the leadoff runner, but it was just hit too slowly. What defensive work by Vicuña at second to pick it up with his glove and toss it to the shortstop. And that'll work for out number 2 here, as Schneemann takes over on first. Here's Will Brennan. Down and away goes Lackney. Good stop by O'Hoppe, not to let the ball get past him. And there's a pitch right down the middle for strike number 1. Sharply hit, and Akami dives trying to avoid the runner Schneemann. Trickles into right field. And that's another sharp hit for Will Brennan, as Schneemann shifts to second. 2 on, 2 out here for the RubberDucks, as Micah Prees will come up. O'Hoppe's just going to come out and say a quick word to Lackney here about how to get the job done. O'Hoppe has seen all of these batters time and again. This is Lackney's first go-around. Stepping into the lefty batter's box is Prees. Bottom of the 8th, there's 2 outs on the board. There's 2 runners on here for the RubberDucks, but the Fightin' Phils have a pretty solid cushion. They lead by 9 here after putting on a 5 spot in the 5th and 6 up in the 6th. Pretty impressive day of hitting. The Phillies finally put a run on the board. Ground ball, this is playable for Akami. He'll make it all by himself. And that'll do it here in the 8th as the RubberDucks strand a runner on. Nick Castellanos with a solo shot in the top of the 8th. We'll go to the top of the 9th here at Canal Park. Reading with a 12-3 lead. They'll have their final opportunity to bat coming up in just a moment.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stand. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in First Energy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste, quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
Jalen Ortiz is going to start us off for the top of the 9th. They accidentally had the camera shot on the video board, which I suppose could be distracting. And they put the headshot back up here as Ortiz fouls back the first pitch he sees. Ortiz has already hit 2 home runs in this contest. 1 to left and 1 to right. He's also struck out twice. I don't think he can get any more opposite than that. As Kelly misses down and away, 1-1. Big day for Reading, hitting their most hits, scoring their most runs of the season. As Ortiz was swinging for the fences there, but it's strike 2. Of course, Akron will have an opportunity to bat in the bottom half of this inning. They'll have to make up a 9-run deficit if they want to get themselves back in this ball game. I believe that Reading will stick with Nick Lackney for the bottom half, but we'll have to see how it goes as Ortiz stays alive, getting a piece of it. I can see some moths out by the lights in left field. I don't know if anybody was listening or has been to the field in Harrisburg with the mayflies that they have that just surround Ortiz. Strikes out swinging. It's certainly not as bad as that, but I can see them out here. And there is out number 1 here in the top of the 9th. Kelly has sat down the 4 batters he's seen. But here is Josh Akami. He's been on base, but looking for a hit here. The wind has shifted directions. It's coming in from center field now. I can feel it in the press box. I know it's supposed to rain overnight and into the morning. We should be good by game time, though. As Akami sends this out to left, tracking over Engelman in the corner. And it is foul, but he makes the catch. And there's two. Couldn't see any of that from where I'm sitting. Here is Wendell Riho. Top of the ninth, Reading has one out to go here. Kelly sets up a little bit bend in his knees. Riho checks his swing, but it comes off his bat and into Reading's dugout. Good enough for strike number one. Coming into this game, Akron was leading the AA Eastern League and all of AA with 79 strikeouts from their pitching staff. They struck out 8 Fightin' Phils today, but certainly not enough as Reading plated 12 runs on 9 hits. Here's the 1-2 to Riho. It hits him off the end of the bat. He's trying to shake it off, and he tosses his bat and his shin guard, and looks like he's okay as he jogs down to first. So Reading will have a base runner here with 2 outs. That's the second hit by pitch from a Akron arm today. And here is Vito Freisha. Freisha takes a strike called at the knees, getting the sign from his manager, Sean Williams. He had a hit in the first game of the season, a double. Has not had one since, but has been on base many a times. His on-base percentage is .500. 7 walks. Sharply hit foul ball back into the net behind home plate is strike 2. Another foul ball into Reading's dugout. Freisha continuing this at bat. On first is Riho, and there is a called strike 3 as Freisha will head back to the dugout. Bottom of the ninth, here we come at Canal Park, up by 9.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spend time in baseball town. Visit rphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Bottom of the ninth, Reading just looking for 3 outs here. They lead by 9 runs. And it's the bottom half of the lineup for the RubberDucks as they send Jonathan Engelman up to the plate. Engelman 0 for 3 today. Pitch bounces in the dirt. It's Nick Lackney out for his second frame. Allowed 2 hits, but no runs in the 8th. And he did it on just 19 pitches, so they'll have him out here for frame number 2. And he'll get a called strike at the knee of Engelman, 2-1. There's strike number 2. Crowd is stuck around for the end of this game. I mean, it's been moving pretty swiftly. We're at about 2:45 here. Swing and a miss for strike 3. O'Hoppy's got to pick it up and send it down to first. And that's a huge out, number 1, as Lackney picks up his first strikeout. The bat will be handed to Julian Escobedo. Lefty on lefty matchup here as he comes up and in, brushing Escobedo back out of the box. This one popped up into shallow center, racing over his Hunter Marquardt, and he makes the catch on the run for quick out number 2. Akron's got 1 to go here before Reading looking to tie up this series at 2 games apiece. They went tit for tat with Akron in runs until they exploded in the 5th and the 6th. And looking forward to a huge victory here if they're able to get the final out. Here's Victor Nova. Nova 0 for 3, not a impressive day at the plate with ground ball into a double play and 2 strikeouts. Foul back into the net behind home plate, 1-1. Below the knees. Frame by O'Hoppy was good, but not enough for the crew chief, Dane Ponsack. Here's the 2-1. Ground ball, right side. Vicuña bobbles it, and he's not able to make the play. And so the inning will continue with Nova down on first. Lackney comes inside to Rodriguez. This is the number 9 hitter. Want to seal the deal here before having to go back to the top of the order. to center field, but Madison Stokes is all on it. He'll make the catch and end the ball game, as Reading takes a big victory to tie up the series 2-2. A lot of high fives in the field as the Fightins put up 12 runs on 9 hits to Akron's 3 runs on 6 hits. You know, a big victory where the bats come alive, but also the confidence should be coming alive here. We had this potential. We knew it was possible, but nice to see it really come together in today's contest here, especially heading into the big doubleheader tomorrow. So Reading ties the series up at 2 wins apiece and gets the job done over the RubberDucks here. Jalen Ortiz with 2 big home runs, and let's not forget about Adam Leverett out of the gate, putting the Fightins in a very good position to get things started. Tomorrow, the doubleheader begins at 3:30. I hope you'll join me, Emily Messina, on the air. A big win for the Fightin' Phils, 12-3 over the Akron RubberDucks on a beautiful Friday night.